Hello. In this video, we will begin to introduce file input and output in chapter 13. We already used simple file input output back in chapter 4. In this chapter, we're going to see more features for text file input output, for binary file input and output. So let's go to look at this input output in C++. In C++, we have this input file stream and output stream file stream, and also we have this file stream. So these are the classes we use for input and output. C++ uses the term stream to describe a flow of data. If it flows to your program, the stream is called an input stream. If it flows out of your program, it is called an output stream. C++ uses objects from the classes ifstream, ofstream, fstream to read and write data, a stream of data for the input output. For convenience, an input object is called an input stream, and an output object is called an output stream. So let's look at this text I/O first. We're going to study the binary I/O toward the end of the chapter. So let's focus on this simple text I/O. And so how do you write data to a file? You can simply use this OF stream, means output file stream. So you're going to include, this is file stream. So you're going to include the file stream. This is output file stream. And you're going to create and open a file named scores.txt. So we are going to have this. First, we create this object. This is called output. And then this is output.open. So open this scores.txt. So we're going to write data now using this stream insertion operator. So you're going to insert it into the output. So write it, data flow to the file, from the program to the file. So please, after this is done, very important, you need to do this close. If you forget it, and your data will not be saved in the file. So let's go back here to combine those two lines. This is to create the object and now invoke open. You can put all this together in one line like this. This would be fine. All right, so this is how, say, the data is written to the file. So this John space T space Smith space 90, it's written to the file. All right, so now let's look at the reading data from a file. So we are going to use the input file stream. And so let's create this object called input. Now you can put the input file right here, scores.txt. So this, using this constructor, you create this object for input associated with this input file. Data is going to be written from this file. Data is going to be read from this file. So this is the, here we have all the variables here. We have this, create this object, first name, and this is the character, MI, and here's the last name. So this is the variable score. So now look, this input, the stream of data is going to be flow into the program to this first name, middle name, initial, last name, scores. So this is the operator, same as we use cin. So this is the stream extraction operator. So you get the stream of data, the binary data, so 0 and 1s. So we're going to extract it to make it a meaningful data here. It's first name and middle name, initial, so all those things. And so this is input. After this, so we're going to close it properly. Close it. So this is what you see here, and the data is now flow to the program. How do you know it's the end of the file? You can use this when you, first, how do you know its data file exists? So you're gonna use, you can use this when you perform this operation, open the file and test it right away, is input dot fail. So this is the object, is the status here, invoke this function fail. If that's true, so it means the file does not exist. So that is using this fail function. How do you test if this is end of file? So to test if this is end of file, you can use the EOF, end of file function. So this input, so that EOF is not true, so it's not the end of file, so you can read more data. But there is a problem with this here. Is this, if you have the data stored in the file like this, the last one is a space. So what happens is this, when you finish reading the last data, your input.eof here is not true because it considers you still have input right here. It's not the end of file. So because you put a space here. Let's demonstrate it. So I'm going to copy the code here from this right here into my Visual Studio. So this is my code. I'm going to put it right here into my Visual Studio now. All right, so this is the one here. So we have to use file stream now. All right, so let's see what is this score.txt. So I'm going to use a fixed location is the absolute file. It is on the C drive and temp. And so please use this double backslash and for the path, because this, if you use this and that is a special character, this is, so you have to use double. All right, so now let's do the score. So what is this? This is the, you read this score, these are the numbers, okay? And add all the numbers together into sum. So after this is done, so you can see, hey, what is sum? So this is sum is, and this is sum. All right, so let's put this score. I'm going to have this is temp, and this is going to create score.txt. So I'm going to have this simple here is 1, 2, 3. So look, I don't have a space here. So there's no problem. And we're going to add all the numbers together and run this program now and see what happens is the output is correct. So 1, 2, 3, sum is 6. However, if you go back to make this change now, just add one space right here. Save the file. Save the file now. And go back to rerun the program. See what happens. And now you got a 9. So why 9? See, you're reading 1, 2, 3. The last time it is here, you are reading again because it's not in a file. So you still do this. This is just failed, but the last one is still number. So the same number from the previous one. So it's displayed right here. It's 3. And 3 is added again. And that's why you get 9. So to fix this problem, so from now on, we are not going to use UF. We should use this. Use this here. You just go right here, move this line into this. So what happens is this is actually, this is operator. It's actually is a function too. This function returns true or false. So if this is returns true, why this true means the input is read correctly. So you have this correct input. So now you're going to display it, add it. If you don't have any number read, so that's the end, and there's nothing left. So that in that case, so that's going to be false. Why this false? And the loop is finished. So let's give it a try now. Yes, it's correct. All right, I'm very happy now to see this. Very good. Let's go back here now and see if there's anything here. All right, so this is the program. What we have here, just put everything together. First, we're going to test if this input exists. So that's what you need to do, input dot fail. So if it fails, and then you have to exit the program, return 0. So this is here. This one, I'm going to read it this way here, is this input. I'm going to send this to number. So that's here. All right, let's look at this. Let the user enter a file name. So here, we're going to prompt the user to enter a file name. So this is a string. Now, what you do with the file name here is this, is you can just put this file name right here. All right, this is fine for the new compilers and C++11, this is fine. But for the old compilers, you have to make this, convert this to C string. That is all for this section to start the introduction of file input output, and we're going to start section 13.3 in the next video.